Lesson 26, Breaking Apart Text. In this lesson, we'll take a look at how you can separate one column into multiple columns using the text-to-columns wizard. This wizard works with either delimited, that is data that's separated by a comma or a period, or fixed width text. In step 3 of the wizard, they offer to convert each column to a date or text. We'll talk about the problems when you choose text in step 3. And then a very strange bug that happens when you paste data later in the day after using text to columns. Here I have a data set where city, state, and zip are all in column A, and I'd like to break this into 3 columns. I'll choose the data set with Control-Shift-Down arrow, and on the Data tab of the ribbon, we'll choose Text to Columns. We're going to have to break this in 2 steps. The first step will break the city from the state and zip. We can do that because there's a comma after every city name. So I'll choose delimited in the first step, then click Next. Well, what's the delimiter? In this case, the delimiter is the comma, so I'll choose comma and uncheck tab, and we'll go on to step 3. Now, this is an interesting step because we get to declare if data is general, text, or a date. You might say, well, this is text, let's change it to text, but I'm going to suggest that we don't do that. I'll tell you why in a minute. So we click Finish, and here we have city in column A, state and zip code in column B. Now, because all of our states are 2 characters, we can do a second text to columns, this time using fixed width. So I select the data that's now in column B, go back to text to columns, and this time I'll choose fixed width in the first step. Click Next. Well, Excel looks at the data. In this case, our data is similar enough that it was able to correctly guess where one field ends and the next field begins. Go on to step 3. Our states are text, but I'm going to leave those as general. Our zip codes, though, especially up in the Northeast United States, we might have some zip codes that start with 0. And to keep those leading zeros, although it's counterintuitive, I'm going to select text for this column. We'll click Finish, and I've now successfully broken the data into 3 columns. But here's the problem with choosing text. It may be months from now when I come to this column and I insert a few rows and I try and type a formula equal 2 plus 2. Instead of getting 4, I get the formula. It's as if this column has been poisoned forevermore and will no longer accept formulas. Instead, it will show me the text of the formulas. Well, many people try and solve this with format cells. And they say, well, okay, it's not text anymore, it's general, click OK. And on the face of it, it does not solve the problem. Our formulas are still there. You need to go back through and basically edit those formulas. Press the F2 key, press Enter, and now Excel has solved the problem. Actually enter the real value. If you have a lot of numbers that are stored as text, there's a couple of options to change those. You can use this green triangle at the top, which leads to an exclamation point, and choose Convert to Number. Another alternative is to paste a 0 on top of all those cells, doing an add operation. So choose a 0, Control-C to copy, choose some cells, and we can use Paste Special, choose to add, click OK, and the numbers are changed to values. Now I mentioned that there is a unique bug after you use text to columns for the rest of the day in Excel. I'm going to switch over to Notepad. And here I just have some text data that happens to have commas. I'll copy this data, switch back to Excel, go to a blank cell, and paste. Notice that Excel automatically broke the data apart at the commas. This is unusual. Normally Excel would not do this. It would paste everything into a single column. But because we've used text to columns today, and we haven't closed Excel, it remembers that delimiter, and for the rest of the day, any text that we paste from another application into Excel will automatically be broken apart at the commas. This could be useful behavior if you're expecting it, but most of the time, you might do a text to columns at 9 in the morning, and by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, forget that when you pasted that data, it's not going to behave predictably like it normally would. Well, I hope you found that helpful, and thanks for watching.
Looking to advance your career by acquiring new skills? Tired of expensive off-site training programs? Wish you could learn from the best instructors in the industry? Look no further than Live Lessons. Self-paced, personal video instruction by the world's leading technology publishers. Each live lesson comes with a DVD featuring 3 to 4 hours of instructor-led classroom training, sample program code that allows you to work along with your personal instructor, and an example-rich study guide. Live lessons allow you to watch the entire course from start to finish, or navigate directly to any of the individual lessons. You'll literally watch over the shoulder of your instructor as he shows you how to build state-of-the-art applications. Live Lessons, the power of the world's leading technology experts at your fingertips. To learn more, visit mylivelessons.com today.